Maybe Mitch married the wrong person. Maybe he should have married Kristen's mother instead of Kristen.
I absolutely believe that.
Boy, would that cause some drama for your...
I would watch.
Yeah, I think you, me, and a whole bunch of other people too. Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 15, episode number 5.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Please send your comments, and we appreciate your support of this channel. So we begin with Kristen and Mitch going paddle boarding, and they seem to be having a lovely time on the water. It's a beautiful day, and they look like they're enjoying themselves in the waves and what have you. When they get back to shore, they have a brief conversation that perhaps this can be a connection.
Kristen especially comments that she kind of feels like Mitch, her husband, makes a good travel buddy. I don't know what the hell that means, but that's not really...
That's not sexy at all.
Right, exactly.
Mitch said
wow.
that sex was funny.
Yeah.
Now, is this a grown man?
I don't understand how he's wired.
Is that how grown men roll?
I don't think so. But then again, maybe he's used to operating in a way that I'm totally unfamiliar with.
So, Kristen confessed that she's really attracted to Mitch. However, he is doing anything but trying to get close.
And reciprocate that.
Exactly. And Mitch doesn't even try to get next to her, hold her hand, hug her, give her these little small kisses. He's not trying to do anything.
Well, he's leaning, to me, he's leaning on the comment that he made, from the very beginning, that he doesn't feel like there's a physical attraction spark for him and all, and he's using it as a foundation or the basis for how he responds to her.
If his heart is locked off from this experience, he's just gonna sit there and complain, and at the end of it say, okay, I didn't connect, bye.
And make excuses.
Exactly.
and blame nervousness or whatever, other alternative excuse that seemingly works at the moment.
Because
to offer up.
He has to be the most naive man I've ever seen who will sign up for a show like this and do nothing as it relates to connecting with the woman in any kind of way.
I think he's accustomed to being set in his ways, and this is very new for him, and he's just not adjusting very well at all.
Well, this show is not the place to get your learning curve on. You could see Kristen, she is still attracted to him, and she wants something
things to progress. Right.
She wants stuff to move.
Right.
She wants
and that's
every
reasonable.
day for him to find something new to love and cherish
about her. Right, and that's reasonable.
Because she certainly is finding ways to try to connect with him.
Mitch actually kind of, I don't want to say sneaks away, but kind of steps away for whatever, and it calls his brother, Matt. He's basically saying that, hey, look, he doesn't feel the spark, that physical attraction spark to Kristen.
Yeah, but his brother tell him that that's okay. Just basically met her and give it a chance.
Right.
And
be open to the process, like you said.
The process, and stuff is gonna happen, but he has to try.
It just seems like he just has no clue what to do as it relates to her.
The weight he wants to tell us, the audience looking at him, that he's putting on himself seems fake to me.
He seems like he's feigning this
Nobody
upset.
wants to hear that. The woman is an attractive woman.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
Him.
I would guess and imagine that Kristen is a step up from what he is accustomed to.
That may be very true, but I still think that there's other things, and maybe in addition to that as well. And I think that he is, in part, his own worst enemy. He really says that he's ready for this, but in truth, he has not given me, as a viewer, any indication that is the truth, or that's legitimate, based on how his behavior has been.
So we see them having
Lunch.
dinner.
Was it lunch or dinner?
It looks to me like they were dinner. They
Uh-huh.
were in a beautiful spot
Right.
on the water.
Right.
And he tells her that he's not sexually attracted to her.
Physically, yeah.
And of course, it's devastating to hear as a woman. And she somehow feels that he has blindsided her because he has probably sent mixed signals to her.
Trying to maybe see where she is, maybe you know, and if the situation or the environment is right, maybe she'll be in a mood to get physical with him. I don't think.
Check out how she moves, how she is, how she laughs, how she finds her joy. He hasn't given this woman any kind of chance.
Just this whole notion of him putting pressure on himself to kind of deflect away from, you know, what he's doing.
But that pressure, what does that have to do with her?
It's a distraction. It's a distraction.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
So Kirsten, bless her heart, she didn't act up. She didn't cry. You could see she was upset, but she held on to whatever emotion she was feeling. And she said, okay, that's fine. I'm glad you told me.
Right.
But, you know, we just got to keep working at it.
I think the way that he did it was a little insensitive too.
Of course it was.
It just lacked any kind of care or concern, you know, to the degree that it should have had when he came out of his mouth with it.
But as a man, is that necessary to tell her, I'm not attracted to you? This is the third day in.
No, not from my vantage point. No. Mm-mm. And like you said, I agree. You should, you know, give it a chance, earnestly, legitimately,
Absolutely.
not in word only, but also in corresponding deed and or action, which I think is not, at least based on what I've seen, the little bit that I've seen, not what he's doing.
Perhaps in this instance, Mitch is required to focus on somebody else, and he's not accustomed to doing that.
He's self-absorbed.
He's self-absorbed.
Yeah.
They met.
And then came back.
All the couples got together and they went out for a boat ride.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is yucking it up, talking about their connections and how they're moving.
And they hugged up with each other.
They booed up.
Right,
you know, they're feeling themselves because
right.
stuff
And
is
happy about the
progressing
occasion and the experience.
Mitch is not saying a whole lot.
Formal.
And Kirsten, on the other end, the women are doing the same thing
Yeah,
like the
because-
guys are doing.
Yeah, the women are kikiing and the guys are, you know, chopping it up.
But some of the women sensed that something was wrong with Kirsten because she was not saying anything.
Right.
And eventually when they asked her, she said she can't talk right now because he is there, be it with the men. But she will find time to let them know what was happening.
Yeah, that's when she's going to drop the tapes.
They got a massage together.
Joint massage, right?
Right. And to me, it would have been an opportunity to get close. Anybody who's had a massage, it really relaxes you to get closer. So it's surprising that she has these little doughy eyes looking at him, and he totally
Ignores it,
ignores it.
blows it off a little bit. Yeah.
He didn't take her hand. How was the massage? You know, did it feel good? You know, and she's not dressed. He took no opportunity. He didn't even slide a peek.
Feign any kind of interest in her. Yeah.
No interest
Right.
in her at all.
Right.
And then Kristen, if he has requirements, then I have a few of my own. She tells him that if they get to the end of this process and she does not hear him profess his love,
And they
or
consummate
they consummate the marriage, she is going to ask for a divorce.
And I think she's well within
Absolutely.
her right and reasonable to consider doing that. That's for sure. Because Mitch has been, like I said, confusing to me. I mean, she did say at that point too, at the near the end of the show, that apparently Mitch did try to make a move.
We were at the pool
Oh, okay.
poolside at night.
Okay.
and they were
They
eating
were
some stuff, and
strawberries
she
or something
was
like that.
drinking tequila.
Yeah. So they were
And
a little tipsy.
they were talking to each other, and I imagine Mitch had a full look at the groceries and the what she was packing, and I guess with the liquor and what have you, things changed or eased up somewhat, because the following day he tells the camera that he got a little frisky, although nothing happened. Is that authentic, or he just wants a warm place to
He
put
just
it?
want to smash. Even though
They're married.
Exactly, that's his wife now.
But how does she feel turned on? Is she gonna be used for his purpose, or is she gonna get what she needs?
Well, let me just say this: there's no way for him to kind of really present this as anything other than something other than authentic.
Right.
So
A warm place to put it.
Yeah.
I wish them the best. However, I see there's a lot of problems ahead for both of these people.
I believe I predicted that they wouldn't make it, right?
And Kristen gotta be the one who set her requirements down and not move off of them at all.
Well, I don't think she's going to do that. I think she's going to be pretty resolute, pretty entrenched in her decision, just based on the signals that she's getting and her values. I think she's going to be there. She's not moving, but I think Mitch is just on her level. Yeah.
He married up, and he has not been in that position before, and he's getting ready to mess it up.
Yeah, in terms of experience, that's
And
exactly
he's
right.
setting the groundwork by calling his family and telling them that it's not working out.
Because things are about to fail, and
he's unwilling to put in what is required to get up to that level.
and he's got excuses about nervousness. He's
And
already
he's-
setting
Right.
the failure up already as a prerequisite. Yeah.
Because all this guy is talking about to me is, okay, how can I get out of this?
Right, exactly. For
To
a
me,
way
he
out.
seemed to be
A
setting that
prerequisite for
up.
the way out. That's exactly right.
He can do a Miguel.
That's hardcore, yo.
We want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We want to thank you for taking the time to watch this channel. And if you disagree with us, please let us know. For some reason, I'm just receiving a few comments, and it's not the same amount that's actually being shown. And I know YouTube sort of
Kind of regulates that.
regulates that. So if you hear from me, that's because I can see your comment real time. Well, perhaps they are, but I'm not seeing all of them.
Yeah.
So have a good one. Be blessed. And we'll see you soon.